Today I'm talking about the 82 to 84 Brown Sound Signature Collection for ToneX. IK Multimedia and myself have teamed up again to talk about the final installment in Brown Sound Signature collections. There are 3 in total, the 78 to 79, which models the first 2 Van Halen albums, the 80 to 81 collection, which models Women and Children First and Fair Warning, and the 82 to 84 collection, which I'm demoing today, which focuses on Diver Down and 1984. For me, 1984 contains dream guitar tones, and if the tones in this pack are as accurate as those heard in the previous videos that I've demoed on these collections, we're going to have our minds blown today. Today I'm using my EV8 Stripe Series Frankie, because why the hell not, Diver Down, etc. And also I'm going to be going over to my EVH Wolfgang Special for the 1984 tone, so I can dabble maybe with a neck pickup perhaps, and also standard tuning and drop D. Honestly, I can't wait to get going. I've loaded the presets into the pedal and I'm going to scroll through and see what's what. On the 1984 album in particular, there are a lot of effects going on in there, particularly that chorusy, eventide harmonizer effect. And that sound can be very accurately replicated using the chorus in the ToneX. So you're going to be hearing a lot of presets today with that on. Kicking things off, this is a patch called Good Times, so it makes me think of the track Where Have All the Good Times Gone? Wow. A lot of you guys have reminded me that these aren't named after song patches, but explain that. That sounds just like the original album. I'm obviously tuned slightly lower, but that is bang on. You could fool people with that, absolutely. Here is another Good Times patch. I think they've taken away a lot of the upper mids on this one. I've added some chorus and some plate reverb, and this is what it sounds like. That is absolutely amazing. It's so dynamic as well, it cleans out, so if I just go... You don't have to have effects on either. I've not tweaked that preset in terms of EQ or anything like that. You can just go straight into... What else could you ask for? That is amazing. My God, that's a really nice patch there. That's called High Rank, and it makes for a really good Van Halen live tone from that time. Great patch. This is another version of the High Rank patch, but it's a little louder and it's got a little bit more fizz to it. Killer. I just want to quickly interrupt this video to tell you about the limited edition Brown Sound ToneX ones. If you don't fancy loading presets into your pedal, this is the way to go. Each pedal comes with 20 presets from the Brown Sound Signature collections. It's as if they have cherry-picked their favorite settings, added the effects from all three Brown Sound ToneX collections, and loaded them into one pedal. 20 presets, and they all sound great. Should you get one of these, you don't just get access to the 78 to 79 signature collection, but you also get to pick one of the other Brown Sound signature collections of your choice, be it the 80 to 81 signature collection, which I reviewed in a previous video, or the 82 to 84 collection, which we're talking about today. Plus, it comes in a limited edition color, a very small and compact little rocket of a pedal. Definitely check it out. Time for the 1984 patches. This is a patch called Central, and it's an amazing Panama patch. Wow. That's completely stock as well. I've not adjusted the EQ or anything like that. I've just added ToneX's plate reverb on there. And for those of you who want a quick lesson here, you know when the song goes back into the chorus out of the breakdown? Watch closely. Once you've eased the seat back, these are the chords. There you go, have that. That is the patch called Bad Gal. That is completely stock with the exception of me just turning chorus and plate reverb on. No words, that's brilliant. This is the greatest Brown Sound recreator in digital form ever. Ever. This is a variation on the Bad Gal patch with effects on, and it's really good for some of the other songs on 1984. Mentor, so I'm assuming hot for teacher, or could be anyway. That is a dream guitar sound for me. That I've wanted that sound for such a long time, and it's here right now. Sexy Tutor, let's go. This is an interesting patch. It's called Junior T, and it's modelled on a Music Man 1x12 originally. And it doesn't suggest a song to me, but it gives me an opportunity to play this, and I've got the wrong guitar for it, I know. Here we go. Not my finest work, but a really good patch. And if you've got a Ripley guitar, even better. That is a patch called Limb, so naturally it's going to make me think Drop Dead Legs. I've added some chorus to that again and some plate reverb. Chef's kiss. Wow, that is the, you could say it was a House of Pain patch because it sounds just like it, but it's called Let's Go Wild. These Brown Sound signature collections are undeniable. I have never heard anything like it that's digital, that is. It is absolutely incredible. I've got a 5150, I've got a Marshall, and I've got Valve amps, and I know how good they are at this sort of thing. But as digital solutions go, nothing comes close to this. People would be so hard pushed to beat it. And I'm telling you right now, if I wasn't telling you what I was using, you guys would be all over me going, what are you using? It is just incredible. Honestly, Jim Gaustad and IK Multimedia have made a miracle product here. And it's undeniable. You can't say it doesn't sound like Van Halen, or it sounds fake, or whatever people can criticize with it. It sounds like Van Halen, end of. And if you can play, it is the most gratifying thing in the entire world, hearing these tones coming out of your speaker. It is amazing. Please like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and check out the other 2 videos that I've done below here, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.